Well, yesterday I talked about leaving school early at 16, which was pretty dumb. And we'll get to why that's not such a wise decision. You see, knowledge is power. So the longer you stay at school and the longer you're learning, the greater the power. And education is a great shield against adversity. They're not my words. They're the words of Greek philosopher Aristotle. Anyway, I first started school at St. Helens in London, down the road from the 2-story white house where I first grew up. And like Shakespeare's schoolboy in As You Like It, I would trunch down the road with my backpack on my back through the snow down to school with my tote bag, which had my ballet shoes. And very early in the piece, it was patent that art was the love or the passion of my life. So what do I remember about going to school at St. Helens? Well, I remember that we had lunch together sitting along wooden tables, and part of the lunch was always a tin cup of hot milk, which I didn't like. And after lunch there would be physical exercises, and one of those exercises was jumping over the vaulting horse, something I always had trouble with, so I'd run towards it and stop. So I much preferred my ballet lessons or my singing lessons or my drama lessons. And then I'd trunch back up the hill home. They were happy days at St. Helens. I also remember that we would search for acorns at the back of the school. So there were a string of acorn trees and we'd go on the acorn hunt and imagine little fairies, different fairies jumping out of the acorns. Then, of course, in 1959, there was a decision taken to live permanently in Australia, and I went to school at St. John the Baptist School at Harbord, or Freshwater as it's now called. I'll share that experience with you in the next episode.